States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the United States Open Championship. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Frank, it's a different feeling on the first tee on a weekend. Third round of a championship like this than, say, in the first round, isn't it?
You know you've got the grips of the golf course. You know the holes that are birdieable out there. More importantly, too, you know how well you're playing. It's all in front of you. Sport, especially like this at the highest level.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Putt for par. He needs one. That is a solid par putt right there. Second hole now here at Chambers Bay in the U.S. Open, Frank. It's a relatively short par 4.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's easy, though. This is more of a strategic hole. You want to lay the ball up around sort of 270, 280 yards. Avoid that big bunker on the left. It is going to leave a short iron in, but the hole bends to the left as well as the slope of the land is right to left. Got to take that into account. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, what's the best way to access the hole location on this second shot here at the second hole at Chambers Bay?
Well, Rich, it's really set up with a drive. If you can drive it down the right side, you get a better view. Plus, you can avoid that ridge that's in the middle of the green on the left side. If you're coming in from the left side, that bunker on the right, now you realize why they put that there. Because when you've got a skirt to the right of that ridge, that second shot becomes a little more difficult.
So 24 feet after that approach shot, Frank.
Yeah, it's well, just outside the what you'd think very makeable distance.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Getting set now over the putt. That's the idea. Just knock it in. Now at the second and a medium-length par 4, Frank.
Yeah, a slight dogleg to the left, rather long, skinny green here, well bunkered all the way down the left side. Really anything down the right and the natural contours of the land should kick that ball a little to the left.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
Even par currently.
drops for a par. Frank, so often a U.S. Open is defined by difficult par fours. How does the fourth here at Chambers Bay stack up?
Well, Richard, adds to your list here. 495 yards, that says one thing, but the fact that it's anything other than straight, bunkers left and down the right side, plus the hole bends to the right, so this is a very strategic hole. If anything, something slightly left of center, but you're still going to have a lengthy second shot.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good. Second from an excellent lie. Birdie try up next. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. That was not a very good read right there. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance. Well, the fourth hole looks like it's going to claim another victim.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Now the fifth hole here at the U.S. Open, and Frank, quite a dramatic tee shot.
Everything's really in front of you. You can see it from the elevated tee, bunkers left and right. That's not really the problem. One of the problems is that bunker just short, smack bang in the middle of this green. So the chances of flying that bunker and stopping on this green down breeze are probably next to none. So you're going to have to go in right or left of that bunker.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
We have 115 yards to the hole. Players bracing against these strong, gusty winds. Really a challenge out there.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, this birdie putt is from downtown.
Well, if you want to build a skyscraper, you've got to knock a few of these in.
Oh, I thought he had that. You like that right there, Frank?
Beautiful lag putt. Great pace.
Just a couple of feet. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Getting set to hit the tee shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
There's a nice dune down that left side that sort of gives you a good line that you can work the ball off here. But remember, this is a links golf course, so you don't try and fight Mother Nature because she'll always win. So just anything down the left, let that ball sort of kick its way back towards the middle of the fairway. A lengthy par 4, though, at 495.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Now on the green, has about 10 feet left there to save par. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. That's a bogey putt, dropping down the leaderboard a bit, now at 2 over par. Well, Frank, what a stretch of tough par 4s here at Chambers Bay. Now to the 7th, long uphill par 4 and a lot of trouble to the right.
Yeah, and it's all sand, that's for sure. If you miss the field on the left, then it's all dunes, so take your pick, really. But ideally, that green piece that the superintendent often mows each and every day, that's the place to go. And for a US Open at 508 yards, if you miss that little green strip, then this hole will be hazardous because it's going to play a lot longer than that uphill.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
So after all that, it's a bogey. Now to the second par 5 of the round here at Chambers Bay and the U.S. Open. It's a long one.
Yeah, it's a beast. You miss this fairway, you could be hitting all day long. And And, of course, that's going to rack up a fairly healthy score. Meanwhile, hit the fairway there. Only the longest hitters will reach this par 5 and 2. But still a good chance, even with a wedge, to make a birdie because the green slopes back to the player. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
Ooh, looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And getting ready for the putt. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, the 9th hole is called Olympus. Feels as though Russell Crowe should be standing on the tee, starring in some sort of a movie about the Greek gods.
I knew you'd go like Titans and that down here. But this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich. This isn't for the Greek gods and the Titans of the world. Though they might think they are, but this is for you and me. This is for everybody. 36 handicappers. We can all play here.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
Frank, they didn't have any openings at EA Sports Basketball because, I mean, this is just brutal to watch. Getting ready now to begin the back nine here at Chambers Bay. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th.
Well, Rich, this hole looks like it's stolen straight out of the Highlands in Scotland. It's called High Dunes, and you can see why big dunes on the left and right frame this hole beautifully.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Frank, it appears as though this approach shot here at the 10th is fairly straightforward.
It is. You've got a flat green, so you're not really worrying about mounds or bounces here. And really, this is, with a short iron in hand, this is one of those ones you just green light, you go straight at the flag here.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Tough start to the backside, Frank.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well, too. You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
And he makes it for par. Now on to the 11th, and Frank, we are looking at a long par 4 in front of us.
We are indeed. Plus yard mark, then the hole obviously starts to get a little easier. That second shot, you'd like to hit a little bit of a cut in here, but there's 2 levels to this green, so make sure you're on the right level where that flag is.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Measuring 311 yards, the 12th, Frank, seems to offer an opportunity for a player to do something pretty dramatic here.
Yeah, it's called the Narrows. Really, it should be called the Temptation, because what player stands on a tee knowing he can reach and doesn't take up the gauntlet?
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. Well, that was a bold effort at eagle there, Frank.
Oh, you got to applaud him there, though. You're going for eagle, there's no way he was going to leave it short.
Coming off a bogey here yesterday, chance to make it right. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever.